Okay. Let's see where this stuff goes, huh? Can we go this way? No, we cannot. Ooh, digital framework. I wish I could turn the camera. Sunflowers. Oh. Dead-ended. Okay. Glomp, 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 glomp. The tunnel just keeps going on. If it stays on course like that, you will end up in Roppongi, which would mean... this reminds me of something else I've heard about before. Oh boy. Mount Fuji's ley line, which of course not all that coincidence given the sacred place, and the energy takes old highways like Kushu, Kaido. Let's see, to Mount Fuji today. The energy joins up with underground waterways. The highway carries Mount Fuji's snowmelt to Tokyo, flowing into the city together. The theory holds that the first place where that water appears above ground after reaching Tokyo happens to be where else but Nakano. Put simply, all the ley lines that flow throughout Tokyo could be welcoming to our own stomping grounds, believe it or not. That would be amazing to think of if it turned out to be true. Okay. Oh. This doesn't seem to be affected. Don't go any further. What? You're standing at the border of the multi-principality. Go any further and you'll be in central government territory. That's a hive we'd best not poke. Color me intrigued though. That's a hell of a thing to stumble into just walking around inside the tunnel. We aren't prepared just to pick that sort of fight. There's still too much we don't know. A little tangent of ours has gone long enough. I think head back the way you came and regroup at the office. Okay. Though it's not as strong as we're used to, that tunnel is caused by digital shift. We should probably keep it locked up like before, after all. I have no idea what I'm going to I have no idea how I'm going to explain all of this to our client. No matter how you spin it, it'll probably all be a lot to take in. I wouldn't be surprised if we come away looking even sketchier than we already do. And let's just let Detective Matayoshi deal with it. Some jobs are best left to others. You're curious what exactly was actually beyond where you stopped. That makes two of us, believe me. Actually, while you were away, I decided to look into it a bit. Apparently what you found was Kamishiro again. Oh, don't be dense. I told you, that area is under the jurisdiction of the central government. That's not the sort of place you wander into for fun. If nothing else, it indicates that Kamishiro and the government have a tighter relationship than we previously suspected. Going after Kamishiro could well mean that we'd be ruffling the government's feathers. That's why we can't be hasty right now. We'll do what we can to prepare and cross that bridge when we come to it. This is just a guess on my end, but I imagine it was Kamishiro that changed the password on that door and rendered it impossible to get open. They probably weren't counting on us being able to actually break in and snoop around. Now that it could well serve as our ace in the hole later when time comes to confront them, hopefully unaware. But again, let's not worry about hashing out the details until we have to, and just be grateful we have that up our sleeve if need be. On that note, I realize this case is technically closed, but what do you say about heading over to Roppongi for me one time? I don't mean official business, rather I'm keen on doing a little independent intelligence gathering of our own internal use. Surely you're interested in knowing what Kamishiro has built a research lab under the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building too, right? So how about you just walk on through the front door and see what you can find out. Sound good? Okay. Who's calling now? Taught me species, and when you do friendship, I'm proud of you. Okay. Alright. Away we go. You can now go to Tokyo Metropolitan Building. Doop. Okay. Oh. You're here for a tour of the lobby? Please come on inside. Must be confused. Let me explain. Construction on this new building isn't entirely complete as of yet. Was at one point, that is, until a major firm came into it and decided the upper floors merited additional construction. As such, while that's going on, the lobby here remains free and open to the public to visit. Did you make it inside the building? Alright. I get you, so they're alright with you hanging around the lobby. Well, that makes our work a little easier then. Go on in. All you need at this point is a terminal somewhere. You can infiltrate the system. Piece of cake at this stage, I'd say. So once you find a terminal, just slip on in and work your magic like always. Wish I was there to see it myself. Seems like quite the sight. Reminds me of the Tower of Babel in a way. Guess I'm starting to ramble again, though. Don't worry about me. Feel free to get back to work now. Thank you. Always... Oh, I guess I can't go anywhere, huh? Always her rambling, keeping me from getting about. Let's see. I don't see any terminals from here. Not complete let. Oh, I'm going to take advantage of the forums. Oh, okay, cool. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. Hi. It's so big. What's all this space for? So people can feel important about themselves and show off how much money they have. Oh, that seems to be on fire. I think that sign says no Digimon. Are they ever going to finish? There must be those tax parasites again. New City Hall. Wouldn't have expected that in my wildest dreams. Seems like anything can happen with Kamishiro backing it. Not that I should expect any less from a company like that. Can't talk to you. No one over here. So with all these companies and touring their lobby. Okay, this is the library. The lobby, and yeah, that's it. It's a small digital shift happening here. Something's wrong. Oh, you found a terminal that's digital shifting. This shift is weak, while still prominent enough for you to notice it. It could be a sign this place will turn into a labyrinth later on. For now, connect, jump into it. We have no idea what could be inside, so stay on your feet, alright? Sucked right in. Okay. Let's see, they're both vaccine types. Maybe Devimon won't be much use against them. But Talmon on the other side. Okay, level up. Let's see, that will take me down. I found a box. Bug recovery. I should have had Devimon attack Palmon. That's okay though. Okay, what's on the next floor? Uh-oh. I see that. Okay, let's see what this thing's got. Jeez. 22 and 24. $81. Nice, okay. It's different. Before we had champion levels. See, found an eater inside there after all, but you couldn't find any other evidence of note. You're not seeing the forest for the trees here. The fact that there was an eater inside the terminal is all the evidence we need. Regardless, let's call it a day. Get back to the office now. Probably hard work going all over the place today, but thanks to you, I think I'm starting to piece it all together now. While you were out and about, I decided to measure the digital waves coming out of that building and found out that the government building itself is one big digital wave force field. From what I could tell, energy is flowing straight into the building via the ley line inside the underpass. So the underground lab has beneath the building is probably controlling the flow. You remember what I said about the ley lines when you were inside the tunnel? There are two things that play here. The natural energy flow from the earth moving along the ley line and the digital waves emanating from the sea of electronics. If you can make a massive structure like the government building a hub for those things, then you can manipulate their flow. Why do they need to do it that way? Well, for one, digital waves might be invisible to the naked eye, but they have mass and therefore require a vessel. And the bigger the vessel that contains those waves, the more energy you can build up. It probably also explains the new construction going on, as more space would mean that much more energy could stockpile. The extra energy would go on to impact the building beyond the facility, hence the digital shift you ran into the lobby. And with any good digital shift comes an eater, of course. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that place goes labyrinth eventually. But we don't have to be concerned about that threat anymore now that you've cleared the joint up. On the other hand, it's worrying in its own way that things resolve so cleanly this time. the fact that digital waves can be concentrated in such small quantities as to attract individual eaters and produce micro-labyrinth is scary. If you hadn't been there, it might well not have been caught until much later. The whole thing doesn't sit well with me at all. This case has taught us that there's technology that can mostly suppress large amounts of digital waves as they build up and placed wherever. The deliberate and calculated nature of it all indicates that somebody's got big plans in the works, suffice it to say. This, of course, calls for more investigating. We need to figure out how long this has been going on and just what exactly it's for. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we move forward. We're on to something here, I know it. Alright, so that is over and we have a call. I can't bring myself to investigate anything today, just don't feel it. Well, get some rest. Okay, well, I guess that one is done. So that clears the board for now. The drive is really admirable. Keep it up one way or another, but definitely deal with Kamishir when the time is right. Alright. So before anything else happens, I think that's a good place to stop. Alright.
See you next time!